So just before the end of July, Adidas was bringing on the market a brand new range, and those ones were called the Ozweego Pro. And now, more recently, Adidas has teamed up with Offspring, which will be a London-based sneaker boutique, to give us a collaboration based on that Ozweego Pro. But in the same time, they also brought another range into the mix. Hello guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like. It will really help out the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. In today's video, guys, we're gonna have a look at one of the most interesting releases coming from Adidas for a brand new release, which will be also a retro. This will also be a collaboration and also a mashup between two releases coming from Adidas. So let's just go ahead and start with the box, guys, which as most of these releases coming from the Offspring collaborations will come in this very simple box in this white color, which will just have here on top of the lid the consortium logo, which is quite a simple one. So let's just go ahead and take the lid off, guys. So inside, as you can see, we're gonna have the regular wrapping paper coming from this collaboration, which will have a lot of these trifold logos and also the consortium logo as well, which will come in this black color. So let's just go ahead and take them out, guys. So in today's video, guys, we're gonna have a look at what I think is one of the most interesting releases coming from Adidas in the last half a year or so. So this one will be the Response Ozweego in collaboration with Offspring. As I just said, guys, just before the end of July here in the UK, we had a brand new release coming from Adidas, which was for that Ozweego Pro, which was taking some inspiration from the Ozweego range, which was a pair of running shoes released back in the early 2000s. So following that release, Adidas has teamed up with Offspring, which, as I said earlier, it's a London-based sneaker boutique. And they decided to bring us a very interesting mashup between the Response CL and that Ozweego Pro, which dropped around 5 to 6 weeks ago. And it seems that the inspiration for this color blocking, guys, it's gonna come from the £1 note, which is no longer in circulation here in the United Kingdom. But for sure, this one, it's looking quite nice. I really feel that all these colors used for this upper are working perfect together. So teaming up also with the Offspring, as most of these releases, we are gonna get quite good materials. Of course, for a slightly higher price than a normal release. This one will come at £140. So this one is still available on the Offspring website. So in case you want to go for it, just follow the link in the description down below. So let's go ahead and also do a small breakdown of this one, guys. So as you can see, for this upper, we're gonna have a mix of a few materials. As a base layer, we're gonna have this cream mesh material, which will come in this open style. So for sure, the breathability will be quite good. So this mesh will be present for most of this upper, and of course on top we're gonna have some overlays. So starting here at the front of the toe section, we're gonna have this brown nubuck, which will also have two reflective spots. And this nubuck will also be present here in the midfoot as a small mud guard, and also coming partially here at the lacing system, and this will be present on both medial and lateral side. Then underneath this nubuck material here at the front, we're also gonna have this slightly hairy suede in this gray color, which will also have some perforation holes, which will also be present towards the lacing system. And this suede will also be present here for this lacing system at the bottom. We're also gonna have it present here in the midfoot on both medial and lateral side, and it will also cover almost the whole heel section. But here this one will come in gray and also on top in this mint color. As in for the actual lacing system, we're gonna have some punch out holes which will keep in place these off-white flat laces, but in the actual box we're gonna receive two other pairs of laces in brown and mint colorway, which for sure is gonna be a nice addition. So underneath these laces we're gonna have a well padded tongue in this whitish color, which here at the top will have this consortium cup tag, which is looking quite nice. Then in the midfoot, guys, for this one we're gonna have this snowback material for these three stripes in this gray color, which will be present on both medial and lateral side. And this snowback in the same gray color will also be present here at the back, just above the heel section, where we're also gonna have this Offspring hologram, which looks quite nice. And just above it we're gonna have this different mesh material in this silver color, which on top will have these three rubberized stripes, which will come in this gray color. So going now inside of the shoe, guys, for this one we're gonna have this gray lining, which is using a very nice texture material. So underneath for this one we also gonna have a very good amount of padding, which for sure will keep your foot quite good in place. And as you can see at the bottom we're gonna have a foam insole, which for both shoes will have written Consortium Cup 2023 winner Offspring. But for each shoe we're gonna have a different logo just above this lettering. So now, guys, we can go to this Adiprene plus foam midsole, which will come in this off-white color. So this one, in my opinion, it's taking some inspirations from the Response CL range, which in my opinion is looking quite nice, and this one is also quite comfortable underfoot as well. But as you can see from the midfoot going to the heel section, we're gonna have this plastic TPU wrapping most of this midsole, which I guess will also give it a bit of stability. And as you can see here at the heel section, we're gonna have a lot of these holes in this material, which for sure will let this one flex a bit more, and it will also save some weight. So now, guys, we can finish with this Adiwear rubber outsole, which will come in this brown, gray and mint colorway, which as you can see here at the front will actually be a segmented one, which for sure will let this one flex a bit more, so the level of comfort will be slightly improved. As you can see, in between these ones we're also gonna have a lot of this Adiprene plus foam exposed. Here in the midfoot we're also gonna have this plastic TPO, which comes from above where it's covering most of this midsole. And as you can see here at the heel section, we're gonna have a lot of this foam exposed, and it will also be carved. So in my opinion, I feel that this one, it doesn't add too much weight to this overall shoe. As in for the actual sizing, guys, for me, as I have a skinny fit, for this one I just went with my true to size, and this one fits me just fine. And I would say that it's gonna be roughly the same for people with normal feet, but just in case you have wide feet, guys, most definitely I would suggest you to go with at least a half size up, just to make sure that this one overall is not gonna be too tight for you. So overall, guys, this brand new release coming from Adidas in collaboration with Offspring for this Response Ozweego range. In my opinion, it's looking much nicer than the earlier release for that Ozweego Pro, which dropped around 5 to 6 weeks ago. So for this one we're gonna have quite nice materials put together, which will also sit on a slightly different mesh material, which for sure will be much more breathable. In the same time, we're also gonna have a very nice color blocking, which, as I said earlier, will be inspired from that 1 pound note, which is no longer in circulation. And of course this one will also be quite comfortable, as it's gonna sit on that Adiprene Plus material. For sure, I find that this brand new release for this retro pair of shoes, it's one of the most interesting releases coming from Adidas for the whole year. But of course this is not gonna be for everyone. I guess this mint accents maybe will put some people off, but if you want to have a bit of a color, for sure this one, it's a very nice drop. So for sure, guys, I would really recommend this one. I really feel that overall this is a very interesting looking release for this end of summer 24. So yeah, guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this brand new release coming from Adidas in collaboration with Offspring for this Response Ozweego. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm going to review in the next few days. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my latest reviews, you can choose from any of the videos which you have now on the screen. And as always, I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching!